Hello plant people, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be talking about one of my favorite succulent, that is string of hearts or Ceropegia woodii. I will be sharing my experiences on how I grow them and how I take care of them. Ceropegia woodii, also known as string of hearts, and some of the common names for this plant would be sweetheart vine or heart entangled or even chain of hearts. So this succulent is hardy and it has heart-shaped leaves, and the vine can grow up to about 3 feet. This one is quite long, and what's interesting is you can see some peculiar markings on this leaf. It also produces these tiny blooms, which looks like lanterns, and they produce seed pods. Another exciting thing about this succulent is that it produces small tubers or bulbs at intervals along the vine, and it gives it a very interesting look. But not just the look, not just the appearance of it, but also I use that for propagation. You can see it there, the tiny bulb. I will be demonstrating on how to propagate by using this bulb later in this video. Let me now talk about how and when to water this plant. You can find out when by pressing the leaves. If it is plump, then it requires no watering, but if it is wrinkled, you can give it water, but make sure that it dries out completely before watering again. Also use a well-draining soil. Let me quickly show you how to propagate this plant by cutting. You can easily grow these plants by cutting, and you can use soil medium or you can use water propagation. What you have to do is you have to tuck the vine into the soil and then watch it grow, and then later on it will develop those tubers or the bulb. String of hearts prefers bright indirect sunlight, so make sure that you place it in a spot where it gets enough bright light. For potting mix, it is essential that you use a well-draining soil. It could be a cactus potting soil mix or a succulent soil mix, which you can get it from the stores, or which you can make it at home using a mixture of perlite and sand and soil. Now let's move on to the variegated version of string of hearts. This is Ceropegia woodii variegata. Now this trailing succulent has cream, pink and green heart-shaped leaves, and its stem is purple in color. It also produces tiny tubers at the base of the leaves, and it also gives purple blooms during summers. Like I mentioned earlier, in order to find out when to water, you can press the leaves and see if it's plump. Now here you can see that it's plump because I had watered it 2 days ago, and therefore it requires no watering. It also has similar requirements like that of the previous one, and it gives beautiful blooms, purple blooms during summers. Since it's variegated, it is very slow growing, but you can follow similar propagation methods like the previous one. Now we will take a vine and cut the portion where we see a tuber. Generally, tubers are found at the base of two leaves, so we'll look for a vine which has a tuber. So this has a tuber. Now we will cut this vine and gently tuck it in the soil and wait for it to grow. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.